Hi friends, Evolving Guys here. Thanks for tuning in to the channel. Today is our Fusion Strike Chase Day. I have accumulated over the past few months, I have in front of me here 41 Fusion Strike packs. These have come from just a variety of products. I didn't buy any of these. I mean, they're not, I have a sealed Fusion Strike collection. I have some booster boxes and other products set aside. But these come from just more recent stuff that I've just picked up. Fusion Strike is still showing up in a fair number of products, and so these weren't so hard to accumulate. So I can't say that exactly where each of these packs came from, just different sources, different tins, different blisters, 3-pack, 2-pack blisters. Again, I feel like Fusion Strike is in quite a few things still. And so anyway, I have all these packs and I am still in the hunt I'm still trying to work on my master set for Fusion Strike. The good news is it's the largest set and we're only 4 cards short. So we have all the reverse holos, we have all the regular and ultra rare cards and secret rare cards, except for, no surprise, really the 4 heavy hitters we have never pulled. So it's the Mew V Alt Art, number 251, currently valued around $44. The Mew VMAX Alt Art, number 269, currently valued at $100. The Espeon VMAX Alt Art, number 270, currently valued at $300. And the Gengar VMAX Alt Art, kind of the, I guess, the chase card, although Espeon is definitely catching up. But the Gengar VMAX Alt Art, number 271, valued at $350. And so those are the 4 cards we do not have. I have 41 packs here. If I recall that, this is pre-Trainer Gallery Sword and Shield, so these packs will not have Trainer Gallery hits. There won't be hits in the reverse slot. There's no Amazing Rare or other sort of thing that will show up there. So really, we're just looking for what we can hit in that rare slot. And I feel like, pull rates in the Sword and Shield, in the heart of the Sword and Shield era, were not amazing. I'm thinking like 7 to 8 hits per booster box. And so we have, 41 packs here, so that's a little bit more than a booster box. And so I would hope that maybe there are 10 hits, and the hits include holo rares, remember, in Sword and Shield, so that would be holo rares included. So I don't know, these aren't from the same source, and so on one hand that could work in our favor. Maybe we have a little bit better than average hit rate. It could work against us. Maybe we have a little worse than average hit rate. I'm not a believer that different products have different pull rates, but with small sample sizes, you can get a lot of variation. And so anyway, out of these 41 packs, let's hope for around 10 hits. And yeah, our fingers crossed, can we pull an alt art? Can we pull one of these 4 cards that we still need for the master set? And so I'm going to move this box off to the side so I have a space. And yeah, this is going to be fun. We are going to get into it. I think I will not do the card trick because we have so many packs to open, and that takes that extra minute or 2. And I guess these probably do have, the, oh, there is something high. Okay, well, that's a good start. So we're going to see how we do. Cinderace VMAX. All right, number 45. All right, so we start off with a hit, which is good. Yeah, for the sake of time, I will like to organize these cards later. I also want to kind of preserve I'll pull the... Now, it's true that I think that the code cards, especially for some of these more recent packs, like if they're reprinting some of these, all right, there's a rare, nothing there. I don't know, should I do the card trick? I don't know. I don't want to miss out on some of the fun. All right. The card trick is just... I do it the way Real Breaking Nate does it, 4 and 2. So you have the commons and uncommons. First you have the commons, then you have the energy card, then you have the uncommons, and it leaves the reverse. And hey, another hit. All right, Bolton V, Bulk V. So 2 hits so far. Yeah, I was saying with the code cards, I feel like with some of these, I know certainly with Silver Tempest, the code card really is not, the code cards, and actually I think with Fusion Strike, if I remember right, I remember some channels including Pat Flynn from Deep Pocket Monster. He was doing some stuff that you could actually weigh Fusion Strike packs. Now these packs I've all come from products that I have personally purchased, so these are loose packs that I've purchased from a third party, so I know that they're trustworthy. But there is that sense of maybe being able to weigh these. All right, nothing there. yeah. So anyway, the code cards, I'm still kind of trying. Oh, yeah. See some of these code cards. I mean, so that was a bad code. You may have seen it, but at least with Silver Tempest, some of the reprint Silver Tempest packs, like you're getting hits on bad codes. And these Fusion Strike packs, again, have come from more recent products. They're things that I've picked up. Yeah, I mean, see, there's a hit. So there's a hit with what would be considered a bad code. So that's kind of an indication that I guess I'll put the hit over with the hits because this is holo rare. We're in Sword and Shield territory where where a hit is a holo rare. So anyway, so that's an indication that even a bad code doesn't necessarily mean there's no hit inside. But yeah, we are on the hunt. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking how much Fusion Strike I've opened. Not like, I mean, I don't know. It's been around for a while. It's been in a lot of products. I wasn't doing master set challenges, you know, for like, I didn't have a channel or anything when Fusion Strike first came out. So I didn't have a method to my madness. I think I just probably opened some. I don't recall ever opening a booster box of Fusion Strike. I think probably back in those days I would just open some packs. I didn't have a super method to the madness, and then I would just start picking up singles. Whoops. And again, most of the singles, you know, once the prices kind of settle down after release, most of the singles are not crazy except for the real chase cards. Oops, sorry there, gotta watch the edges of the card here. So yeah, so I say that to say, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, I've opened a lot of Pokemon cards in my life, and it's mostly been over these last 4 or 5 years. And I was trying to think with my son about what's the most valuable card I've ever pulled, and it's definitely not one of the very most valuable cards. So maybe that will change in this opening. I don't know, but I think, I mean, he is, he has this story. We bought, when Evolving Skies first came out, and this was, of course, before we knew it was going to be Evolving Skies, you know, we just, we picked up, literally, we bought 4 packs from our local game store. We each picked 2, or maybe I let him pick what 2 we wanted to open. And he pulled out of those 2 packs the Stormy Mountain Gold card, which at the time, you know, upon release, that was like a $30 card. I think, of course, it has gone way down since then. Here, let's get these. And a Sylveon VMAX Alt Art in his second pack. And I pulled nothing in my 2 packs. And we still have that. That's still like the most, well, I'd say that's the most valuable card he's pulled. I mean, that card is up to, I think, $250. Although we had gotten some Cosmic Eclipse packs, and I traded him a pack, and he opened it, the one I traded to him, and it had Lily's Full Force, which is, I think, a $200 card. All right, nothing there. So I say that to say he's had much better luck than I have. I can't even think of the most valuable card that I've actually pulled from a pack. And I've opened a lot of packs. It kind of goes to show you it can really be hard. They are hard to pull for a reason. And, you know, I would hope for maybe a little bit better luck over the long run. I think probably the best pulls I've had have been in some of these Master Set challenges. We did a Temporal Forces Master Set challenge. We did a Twilight Masquerade Master Set challenge. We unfortunately did not pull one of the top 3 cards in Twilight Masquerade so far. We've opened over 200 packs of Twilight Masquerade. We pulled 3 special illustration rares, but none of those top 3 cards. Oh, there we go. And then, yeah, so probably, I mean, the Raging Bolt, we pulled that in Temporal Forces, which has become, at least last I checked, was the most valuable card in Temporal Forces. So, you know, that's maybe the most valuable card I've pulled. We had a good code on this, Grimmsnarl. I guess that counts. I should keep remembering to put the holo rares aside just to keep track of number of hits. So I'm actually not counting the number of packs. We still have quite a lot of packs in our... So yeah, all this to say, if we pulled one of those 4 cards, I mean, the chances, of course, super unlikely that we're going to pull one of the 4 cards that we need for the master set. That would be so great. I mean, this is 41 packs. I don't know. I mean, someone's got to pull those cards, right? They've got to be someplace. They've got to be in someone's. All right, Serena V. Not the hit. I don't know, we've opened how many packs so far? We've got the Serena V, we've got a couple hollows, we've got the Bolton V and the Cinderace V Max. Those are our hits so far. We got the hollow rares off to the side here. So, yeah. I mean, part of the good news too is like these packs have been in other products, and so I didn't go out and spend, I don't know what a Fusion Strike booster box is these days. I think they have really gone up since the Pokemon Center went out of stock on them. You know, $200, $250, something like that. So in some ways we're opening, you know, if you kind of think of this as a booster box plus worth of packs. Oh, there's Battle VIP Pass. I mean, that's obviously, it's come down, I think, in value, but it used to be, is it still in rotation? I think it's still in rotation for a little bit longer. No, maybe it's out of rotation now. I do try to follow the TCG pretty closely. Oh, this is really going to be in pain. I try to follow the TCG closely, but that shows what I know. I know that we just had a rotation in April, and I forget where the cutoff is because I don't play actively. I'm probably, like, in that sense, I'm a little bit less tuned in, but Battle VIP Pass for a long time was a really nice card to resell. Danny Phantom had a really good video just the other day. He does these once in a while talking about what do you do with your bulk cards, and just reminding everyone that, you know, even, I mean, it's still a real challenge to, like, the actual bulk, the commons and uncommons that really have no value. I mean, you used to be able, kind of right before I came into the hobby, kind of pre-pandemic, I mean, you hear these stories of, you know, you could take in a few thousand bulk cards and get a booster box from a LGS, and then it went down to an Elite Trainer box, and then it went down to nothing. I just called around literally this morning to all my local LGSs, and one of them does take bulk. They'll give you $7.50 of store credit for every 1,000 cards, which, you know, I guess is better than zero, but none of the other stores were taking them. They're just like awash in bulk. I think people in the comments had some good ideas, and I've done this too, where you like make some packs up using your bulk, throw in a couple decent cards, and then give them away to kids or schools. Wait, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I've taken them to our local Ronald McDonald's house. So that's something that is nice to do. But as far as, you know, that is kind of like, even if you're generous with putting like bulk in those packs, you know, there's only so much. Another Grimmsnarl, I guess that counts as a hit, right? Disappointing. So anyway, yeah, so what to do with your bulk cards, he had a good video talking about just going through, I think, 19 of the kind of trainers and some of the just double rares or V cards that still have some value in the TCG. And so, of course, you want to pull those out if you have a way to resell them, or even just maybe your local game store is more likely to take cards that have some value like that. But as far as these commons and uncommons, it's just kind of hard to know what to do with them. I'm glad, again, that this local card shop, a lot of Evatols today. A little disappointing. So, I don't know, we're probably not even halfway done. I don't know, I'm not keeping track. I'm just looking at the box here beside me. That's a good code, but again, I feel like, and speaking of codes, I don't give the codes away. I probably could do that. I mean, they're not worth that much. There is an app called Sell Pokecodes. I tried to sell some online, and they just did not move. I mean, they're just such kind of low value. There's a handful of sets that have a little bit higher value, but even like very recent sets like Twilight Masquerade, another Battle VIP, that's good. Again, if it's still in rotation. Greninja V. All right. So anyway, what was I saying? I totally lost my train of thought. It's hard to open cards and talk about Pokemon at the same time. you'll have to remind me. If this were a live stream, you could remind me what I was saying. But anyway, I didn't know I was talking about bulk cards. Oh, I keep this Swampert. I keep just hoping maybe it'll be on camera that one time that I pull one of those heavy hitters. I mean, the Gengar or the Espeon would be just like so amazing. And it would be by far... Oh, I was talking about code cards. Now I'm reminded. See, it always comes back to you, right? Yeah, code cards, the Sell PokeCodes website, I finally broke down. I had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of code cards that I was just sitting on. I tried to sell them on eBay. They just would not move. I mean, you have to sell them in enough quantity and, to make it worth someone's trouble. But on your end as a seller, because there are fees and because you have to pay for shipping, there's still, you have to make it worth your while too. I don't want to lose money on the proposition just to get them out the door. And so I really resisted reselling them on these apps because the price is so low. For most sets, it's a penny per code. But eventually I just broke down and was just like, well, I need the space in where I store my cards. I just had all these code cards that I needed space to free up. And so I just broke down and did it. And the good news is because I had years and years and years worth of code cards that had built up, I think I'm sitting at around $50 that I've been able to redeem. And they just can, you set up an account and then they'll send it to your PayPal. I think you do need a minimum amount. Initially, they won't transfer a penny, but once you have a critical mass, I forget what it is. So I started doing that, and again, it's a little disappointing because hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of code cards at a penny each. It's just but that tells you how many code cards I had, that I have almost $50. And now when I open stuff, I just immediately will just redeem the codes on that. It gives me, again, a little bit back. I keep hoping, keep hope alive. So I keep, the Sell PokeCodes, and then the bulk. Again, I'm excited that it's funny. I've lived where I live for 5 years, and I literally just the other day learned about a new game store, that sells Pokemon. They have an online singles portal. They buy bulk. I mean, I did not know they existed until just the other week. So that's been good. They have some good single selection. It's always just nice to have an extra place. I mean, I'm lucky. I live in a mid-sized city, but it's big enough that I think we probably have per capita, we have more game stores than maybe you would think for a city our size, but I definitely live in a place where I don't have to, there's lots of stuff under my nose. I feel for people. I grew up in a rural town, and I feel for folks who live in places where they might have to drive an hour or two to the nearest city or to the place where there might be a pre-release. I have a bunch of those. And again, just the fact that there's a card store that's been around for a long time that I literally just learned about. But anyway, the fact that they buy bulk is really helpful. So I think, my bulk strategy is I repackage it into little packs that I charge for $5 or $8. They have a couple hits in them, and then it's a way just to move the bulk along. But it's a pretty laborious. It's a lot of work for maybe not a ton of return, but there's something. I know some people were saying in Danny's, comments on his video, some people just throw it away, which I totally understand because you can pretty easily be overwhelmed with bulk. But then there's just that question of what to do with it, and I just feel bad throwing cards away. So I do a monthly event at a local store for kids around Pokemon, and so I take bulk there and give bulk away, but it's just not the volume. There's not enough kids that come to that to deal with all my bulk. So the fact that this local store will take it. We actually also have a local art place. I don't know if there's like this in other places, but you can kind of donate materials like supplies to them, not just art supplies, but clean out your garage. And they won't take just anything, but anything that can be salvaged for artistic purposes. Toxtricity. Anything that can be salvaged for art, they will resell, and people go in there, and it's like a store. You can go and shop for materials and supplies, and they take donations. And so for a lot of, the service I think they provide for a lot of us is it's a place to take things that otherwise would go in the garbage, but it can be repurposed. And so I take my tins there. Actually, they like the tins, and they take my energy cards, which is really nice. I mean, those definitely don't have value, but the fact that they would take them and I think they package them up and sell them to kids who come through the store with their parents, which is great because energy cards, definitely, I have not had any luck selling energy cards. So that's been a good source. So I kind of have this system where, yeah, every once in a while I'll just like take a load of tins down to them. I'll take my energy cards, but I could probably take my bulk cards there. I mean, then I'm really not getting value for them. I'm not getting anything for them. I mean, a few pennies on the dollar is maybe better than nothing, but if you're doing it to a good cause, and again, I think between like making the packs for Ronald McDonald House, between maybe, you know, donating them or making them available to kids at my event, I don't know. All right. I keep hoping to see that little shadow of a hit. All right, so I'm just going to do a quick check-in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 packs left. So we had 41 to start with. So what's the quick math? We've opened 28 packs. All we have to show for it are some bulk Vs, and I assume Cinderace is a bulk V Max. I mean, that is just the peril of Sword and Shield, right? Like, without a trainer gallery, it's just like, you know, without amazing rares, but those, unfortunately, the prices. I really like the amazing rares, and when they first came out, I remember getting my first one. I just thought, what is this? This is so cool. And, you know, of course now, I mean, except for maybe one or two of them, they're basically bulk pricing. So they did not turn out to be that exciting. So, but yeah, I mean, it takes me back. It makes me thankful for Scarlet and Violet. I feel like, you know, in our Master Set challenges, we're pretty consistently getting 13 to 16 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, getting 13 to 16 hits per booster box. And so, you know, it's not, I don't know, something, and I guess there's more. I mean, there's the illustration rares, the ultra rares, the special illustration rares, hyper rares. You know, it's still hard to pull the really sought after chase cards in those sets, but I don't know, it just feels like after a booster box, you just feel a little bit better. I think, what are we down to, 10 packs now? Fusion Strike. I mean, I was really hoping, I mean, we're still not done yet, but I was really hoping to pull, I mean, of course, again, the odds are not in our favor, really hoping to pull one of the 4 cards that we need. I know it's a fool's errand to chase particular cards, especially rare cards, by just ripping packs. But anyway, it's for the fun of the channel. It is fun to open Fusion Strike. Haven't opened a lot of Fusion Strike recently, of course. It's still, like I said, relatively easy to find in products. Dragapult. We're getting lots of holos. I mean, relatively speaking, I guess. We have 4 ultra rares and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holo rares. We have 6 holos. There may have been 1 or 2 that I forgot to put on the side here. So, you know, we've got hits. I guess that's what I said, right? 10 hits, including holos, and we've got actually 10 hits right now. So I suppose this is just the nature of opening, like Fusion Strike or any of these mid-tier, oh, there's another holo Butterfree. Any of these, like Chilling Reign, Evolving Skies, like I have some Chilling Reign Evolving. I'm doing the same thing with those sets, like I'm just setting aside packs of those that I'm not going out and spending 10, you know, 8, 10, 12, $15 for 1, 2, 3, 4 for packs of those, but you know, I think we got something here. I saw something peeking out. I mean, be more than a holo. Hey, we can keep our fingers crossed, right? It will be captured on camera. All right. Our second Voltund V. Yeah, but you know, talk about Chilling Pain, Evolving Cries. I don't know, Fusion Strike. I've not heard that they have a similar moniker for Fusion Strike, but man, these pull rates are just tough. And so, yeah, I mean, it's it's that trick of like, you know, I mean, these packs, again, I paid retail or near retail for these. These came in products that I bought for MSRP or near MSRP. So it's not like I spent $250 on this set of packs. So I feel like, you know, I'm opening stuff that was basically at MSRP. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. All right. But still, yeah, you just really would love to see. I don't know. I feel like I didn't open a lot of booster boxes of things in the Sword and Shield era. I wasn't really at that level then as far as opening stuff, but it seems like, I don't know, I guess you would not expect an alt art. Maybe in every 2 booster boxes you would expect an alt art. So we're opening a little more than 1 booster box worth of packs. So, you know, it's sort of maybe a coin flip whether we'd get an alt art. We haven't really pulled much of anything, really. Oh, another hollow. Oh my gosh, so many hollows. Again, those, I mean, I can understand. I mean, I guess it's, with Scarlet and Violet, you know, those are now considered not hits because every pack has a hollow rare, and I appreciate, you know, kind of upping the ante or upping the game there. It just, of course, moves the bar that, like, hollows are now considered bulk, basically. And all right, so what do we have left? We have 4 packs left. Here, let me move this guy. All right, let's focus in. Snom, Onyx, Jigglypuff, Energy Card, Spongy Gloves. I haven't seen a lot of Battle VIP. I don't know if there's anything else in this set that has any value. All right, Zarude and Centiskorch. All right, we're down to our final 4 packs. I've really been looking forward to this opening. I've been accumulating these packs, and, you know, it is what it is. I don't want to say I mean, it's, again, can't realistically be disappointed if we don't pull an alt art because you just can't expect that in these sets. But, of course, opening 41 packs, you really would hope for better. I mean, you see kind of, maybe if this is a reality check, right, that we've got these 5 bulk Vs or VMAX. It's just 4 bulk Vs and a VMAX, and then we got a whole mess of hollow rares over there. So that is what we get so far, but it can all change with 1 pack. There is, I mean, last pack magic, we have experienced that in our openings. All right. Not this one. All right. 3 packs remain. Should we save the Gengar? Oh, that's the Mew. Mew and Gengar, let's save those 2 for last. I mean, who knows, right? But Boltund, maybe Boltund will surprise us. Boltund, make dogs everywhere proud. We love our dogs. Oh, there, look at that. That is like totally bent. My gosh. I hope that is the reverse, I think. So some of these came from, like, you know, sometimes when you get it, I forget where all these are from, but as you've probably seen, if you get them in Pokeballs or sometimes the mini tins, they are not kind to the cards. Whoops. Okay, so Quick Ball and a Golem. All right, where's that? Yeah, the Quick Ball is the one that's like totally crushed. All right, we have 2 packs. Mew or Gengar. I guess let's go. I mean, there's 2 Mews we're looking for and 1 Gengar, but Gengar is the chase, so let's leave Gengar for the end. We have 2 Mews. Another reason I'm glad to do this, I mean, assuming we didn't pull anything, maybe I'm tempted to pick up the Mew V alt art. It's down to $40, or I think around there, so it's probably a good moment. Wow, are those like totally dinged up there? Look at that guy. All right. All right, here we are. Let's focus in. Sizzlipede, Stuffle. I like Sandygast, just kind of fun character. Plusle, Vulpix, Energy Card, Lopunny, Marshtomp, Crossseaver, Krogunk, and Arcanine. Nothing. All right, so before we open our last pack, I think I just did this kind of, but this has been 41 packs of Fusion Strike pulled from various products that I've picked up over the last few months. So these are probably, newer packs, I don't know. But yeah, all we have to show for ourselves, 2 Boltons, Cinderace VMAX, Serena V, Greninja V, and then we have, again, kind of a mess of holo rares, and maybe 1 or 2 more that I forgot to pull aside. So that is what we have to show for ourselves. This is maybe a good reminder if I were ever tempted to break into my Fusion Strike booster boxes that I have in my seal collection or some of my other Fusion Strike products. I maybe am better served. Just, we have not a good code, but again, it has not been determinative. Although probably, I don't know if that's a bad sign or what, but... All right, last pack. Thanks for hanging in there. Again, we're going to do more of these. I'm just chasing master sets. I know it's a fool's errand to open packs in search of cards, but then on the other hand, again, it would cost me like $800 to buy the remaining 4 cards of Fusion Strike that I need. So again, I didn't pay a lot for these packs. I paid more or less retail price, $4 or $5 probably a pack for these in different products. And so in some ways it feels like, you just cross your fingers, you open 40 packs in hopes that you pull something, so that would save me buying one of those. I think over time, maybe I'll pick those cards up. But all right, last pack magic. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see what we get. Skarmory, Shelmet, another Plusle, Munna, Meowth, energy card, Sydney trainer card, cross switcher, all right. Excadrill, an Electrode, and Goodra. All right, thanks guys for hanging in. Thanks for watching, and yeah, check out the channel please like and subscribe. That really helps other people find the channel, and we will do more of these Sword and Shield openings in search of master sets. And we'll continue to work on our Twilight Masquerade Master Set and other things. So tune into the channel, and we'll talk to you soon.